I'm Mira, and I wanted to share my thoughts on this baby monitor that we've now owned for close to 2 to 3 months. So this is by OKAIDI, and we did a lot of research before we bought one. And there's a couple things about this that we really loved and the reason we purchased it. So first off, the screen is really nice and big. You don't have to squeeze in and look at this tiny little picture just to see if your baby's okay while she's sleeping at night or he's playing in his room. So there's a couple of things that make this really a standout. So it does have a little foot on the back, so you can pop this up and then just set it on your nightstand. You can adjust the volume, so I have it just turned down right now so that way we can film this. But if I were to turn it on, you'd hear that there's music playing in her room at the moment. The thing that's really neat is kind of like most parents really look for is you can move the camera around and just kind of see what's going on. So you'll see that our pup is just kind of chilling in her room at the moment. So yay. It does tell you the temperature, so you can kind of check on what does it feel like in the room, which is really helpful. And then one of the things that we really loved is that you can buy a second, if you wanted to, buy a second camera, and then you can actually hook up a second camera to this. So you can have a dual screen picture, maybe, two kids in different spaces, or maybe the same space from 2 different angles. And you can see it all in one screen, which is super easy. It also gives you the option to play some lullabies. You can obviously change the language, set a timer. So there's a bunch of really neat things. It does have this little extender thing so you can improve connection if that's needed, but this thing has up to 1,000 feet of radius, so super helpful when you're outside and kiddos going to bed. So overall, we really love this thing, and it's kind of been a no-brainer.